This one actually comes from, well, Bernard, someone that I think you actually know very well, the CMO of SAP. Actually wrote a great piece on LinkedIn about heaven and hell of customer experience. Now, one of the things that's interesting about this is customer experience ties right in with marketing, and that's what sometimes folks have kind of separated for a long time. But it does work hand in hand. Give us a little background of this piece.
Sure. Jonathan Becker, our CMO, did a great piece on this. And it's tips for marketers on how to champion customer experience throughout the organization. And it lists a lot of great points, but the point that resonates with me is that customer experience has a direct impact on the financial results of the organization. And it sounds common sense, but many businesses fail to make that connection, primarily because if you think about delivering better customer experience, it really costs, you have to make investment. Yeah.
And it's not just you're going out and buying customer experience as if it's a product. That's training, that's development, that's hiring, and so on and so forth.
Absolutely. And you also need to create new infrastructure to make sure everybody has the right information and they're trained and empowered to act and deliver great customer service. So many businesses have a hard time justifying making that investment for something they won't be able to see a direct financial results immediately.
And one of the things to that, I think that some folks might get lost in the fact that it's not just value for right now, it's future value as well.
Absolutely.
Because, talk to that, because I think that's an incredible point.
Yeah, I think we have to think about the value that the customer provides for an organization, and there's a couple different ways. First, customer provides value by the purchases that they're going to make today or this purchasing cycle. The second is that the future purchases that customer will make, but that's really dependent on the memory of the customer experience and the interaction that they had previously. Mm-hmm. And also the impact also, if that customer has an influence and impact on other prospective customers, there's an impact on potential value from that as well. Mm-hmm. So when you think about the value, you need to think not just today, but also the future and the influence that customer has on other people.
Well, the example that was given was a great one because it talked about Carnival Cruise Lines and some of the issues that have been taking place with Carnival, specific to running out of food, running out of water, and so on and so forth. However, what some of the folks on board, obviously they complained about some of the issues that were happening, but they talked about the customer service that was given to them by some of the employees because they tried to make sure that they kept morale up and brought folks indoors to try to make sure that they could at least try to have fun and lift their spirits somewhat. Those are the things that, to your point, that you took a bad situation and actually did give some sort of value so that folks can be champions for, the service that was given to them. Because, some people know technology, things go wrong at times. But customer service, you want to make sure that always is there. If you could, though, give me an example, for B2B, because we talked about this before, and you gave a great example to me before about, a call center. Kind of take me through that.
Absolutely. The human aspect is so important because that's where the engagement and interaction happens. So one example in my mind is if a high-value customer calls into a call center because he has an issue, right? But unfortunately, at the end of the call, the issue isn't resolved. In fact, the customer is more upset, more irate about the situation. Most likely than not, that customer will probably not do business with you any longer, or at least reduce the number of purchases from your organization. And also, if that person has influence, like I said before, on other friends and family, they'll probably ask them or tell them about the story which will prevent them from other people from doing business with you as well. So in essence, the experience that customer went through today, the bad experience, actually destroyed the value of the customer from organizational perspective. Yeah. So it's important to understand and see that experience do have direct impact on financial results of the organization.